onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley. And we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Play action, it's Mahomes. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this one is incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. The pass rush specialist, Dee Ford, in on the stop.
Not the kind of gain that will go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. He gets this to Davante Adams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. A give to Elliott. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
There's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And now they'll throw with Lance. Flushed out right. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Trey Lance, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball refs, and they have to officiate block and charge.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
2nd down and 8. And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 30 on 2nd down, Mahomes. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off here, the 32. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Gold to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly. Oh, the ball is out. Edwards-Helaire lost it. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. Some guys just have a knack for creating turnovers. He's got a little bit of that going. He forced a fumble last week, another one there.
And it just drives teams crazy because they realize that certain guys, as you said, have that knack, and they're trying to keep them away from the action, away from the ball. But the best ones have that overwhelming desire.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Davante Adams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gold with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Lance. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. To throw, it's Lance. This one caught by Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And it is 28-0. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. The one thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. At their own 20-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 56 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
It's a gain of 34.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. And he will find his man, Samuel. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A gain of 32 that time. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now Elliott. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
They'll try again with Elliott. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down. Still 9 remaining on second down. Now Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Here's Mahomes to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hill. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Brings up second and 2. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That'll be complete to Breida. The ball comes out, and now this is scooped up by the 49ers. The 20, 10, and he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. Now goal for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Makes the score Niners 42, Chiefs 420. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Mahomes now to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off right around the 43. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Lance looking to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Chiefs are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And got his man complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 87 yards. And the Chiefs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Looking deep for Adams. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, Charles, they were so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's got some space here. There he goes, right side. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Butker on for the PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want us to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Throwing now is Lance. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet. Mike Tomlin has reached for that red challenge flag, and he'll throw it out there. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. They'll run on first down. It's Elliott, and down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Lance. Escaping the pressure right.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's the option going left on second down. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Trey Lance, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Mahomes going to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're continuing to rock and roll. And at intermission, maybe sometimes you fear after such a good first half of a letdown, but that wasn't the case.
And what I remember most about being in those situations is exactly what you're talking about. You almost have that sense of satisfaction. You're like, we're doing really well. I remember one time someone saying, winning's fun, but so is playing really well. Why would we want to do otherwise? That was the message, to keep the intensity up, to keep things going. And that's exactly what we're seeing here from this team.
Let's help them extend their lead. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. The give is to Elliott. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
On play action, Lance.
He hits Adams, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
114 yards on the ground for him so far.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Robbie Gould on for the field goal. A 24-yard touchdown.
The kick by Gould is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24.
Only 3 points there, but I got to think at this point in the 3rd quarter, that's all you're really looking for.
And right now the lead is 3 touchdowns and 3 two-point conversions. So you and I both know a huge order for the best of teams. And from what we've seen so far, hard to believe that that's a likely scenario. 3 two-point conversions? That's difficult.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. On 2nd and 1, Mahomes. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. He can't get him down. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now here's Mahomes. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 14. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it.
And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Edwards-Helaire.
Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
2nd and goal from the 1. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. That's caught left side by Hardman. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
Looking deep for Adams. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are right back in this football game.
And now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Sliding out of the pocket. And going deep for Hill. And now here is another interception. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And down inside the 15 he goes.
136 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a play fake. Lance.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
On 2nd down now. It's Elliott, and across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Niners are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Gold with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. To throw again on second down. Mahomes. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
A gain of 8 and a first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that when he's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They find some open field here. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Ezekiel Elliott, a guy who considers himself underrated, has told his detractors to put some respect on his name. Hard not to respect a run like that.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it.
Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. To throw on 2nd and 6, Mahomes. 7 yards there and a first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Back to throw here. And incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. He'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. One final try for Mahomes. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for the Niners, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos.